Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Um, we are at Morro Rock, and we're going to do a night hike and see if we can, well, we're going to see an awesome view, and maybe, if we get lucky enough, catch the comet. Stick around. Night hikes are always fun. All right, so we're at Morro Rock, and we've got our multicolor light. Go ahead and shine it down on the ground. Turn the color to red. There we go. So now we got our night vision. We are going to climb 330 of these stairs, plus a few other things. But the view is going to be awesome. So stick around. I will be right back, and we'll make a couple stops along the trail. So, as you can see, already out of breath. This is what they call a moderate trail. It does have asphalt, but mostly to level it out. And then that's concrete and rocks. But really don't even need the flashlight. But being it's a moderate trail, again, take it slow, catch your breath, and wow, just amazing. So I'll be right back when we get a little higher. All right, so we're about a third of the way up the trail, but I wanted to see if the camera will pick up, whoops, sorry guys, the silhouette of this rock. There's the moon behind it, and this is just an awesome trail, but it's really steep. So again, if you're hiking this trail, we're gonna climb up to an elevation of 6,725 feet. We started at 6,435 feet. As you can see, it's really steep, and off to the edge is pretty much the abyss. I mean, it's just the drop. You can't even really see with a flashlight. I mean, it's so far down. But there's some really unique features on Morro Rock. You know, I'm actually walking underneath one of them. And what that feature is this tree that is literally growing out of the rock. And you can see where it's actually cracked the rock. But it's it's pretty neat, you know. Mother Nature does some really wild stuff. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on the 12th stair, and that's, again, it really doesn't give you a good example how steep this climb is. So, but maybe that will. Go ahead, Tommy. So you can see I'm holding this at head level and 15 stairs, and he was out of sight. So you do climb up relatively rapidly here. lots of stairs, but the formation of this rock is just amazing. And there's more of the trail up there. This is the biggest granite dome in Sequoia National Park, and it was created by underground lava. The face of Morro Rock is 1,000 feet high. You really can't see. Oh, you can. That's Tulare County. They even put in resting spots for you. So it should be a really, really beautiful view when we get up to the top. Let's see. That's where we're going. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're halfway up Morro Rock. What I'm showing you, from here they look like ants. And I'm a little out of breath. That is the General's Highway, which leads up here. And those little specks, those are cars about 3,000 feet below us. So, again, there's the Tulare County area. And there's the cars coming up the General's Highway. So, let's move forward. Okay, so some of the other features you have to be very aware of, especially at night, is not so much the trail, but what you might bump your head into. You can see this thing overhangs the trail. And where my brother's standing, go backwards. That's how much room and how tight this trail actually gets. So again, it's a moderate trail. It is relatively heavy, steep, and let's keep going. And here's a good example of what they call exfoliating. This rock, this sheet, which is massive, eventually, sorry guys, is going to fall away from this main boulder. And the interesting thing is as these sheets fall off, this boulder will actually rise because it's losing weight. But we still have quite a bit of a climb. So once again, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're almost to the top, and I'm going to say that I'm going to call this the guardian of the rock. Now the interesting thing is you can see the shape of a face, the eyes, the nose, kind of like a lion maybe, I don't know, the chest. And this is at night, but during the day you really don't see much because of the angles. So again, hiking in these parks at night and hiking in these parks during the day is, no pun intended, it's black and white. So we just happened to catch this on the way up. We're going to call him the guardian of the rock, and we're going to head up to the top. Talk to you guys in a sec. Okay, so we're still on the Morro Rock Trail, and again, we are on a solid granite dome, but another tree that's literally growing out of the dirt buildup in the granite. And just amazing. I mean, had to let the cricket have his say. So we're almost to the top, and yeah, unfortunately I'm really out of shape, but I don't know if you guys can see that tree or not. I know it's really dark, but we still got quite a ways to go. Oh, you got a bat flying around, catching the bugs from the flashlight. So it's you can see why they call this a moderate trail. It gets very narrow, and I'll tell you what, if I keep coming up to this park, I can get rid of my Stairmaster. So we're almost at the top, and hey, you know what? I think we're actually at the top. If I'm not mistaken, here we go. Huh. Well, it's pretty clear tonight. I don't think we have to worry about lightning. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the dome of Morro Rock. I'm going to stop right here for a second. Have a photographer up here. I'll be right back. Okay, so forest from fire. We've discussed that in some other videos. How forest fires burn the undergrowth and the buildup on the forest floor. The ash and the ash that's left behind puts nitrogen and such into the soil, which makes it extremely fertile, and is really good for everything out here, all the trees. But we're going to take a walk to the very peak of Morro Rock, changing scenes, changing sounds. Unfortunately, now that it's dark, they have actually seen condors up here. Right here on the rock, actually, where I'm standing. I've had a couple of friends send in photographs, and the condors really like this area because the trees are so big and so high that it keeps their nests safe from predator birds, raptors, falcons, things like that. But so we're almost at the very end. Life in the zones. Obviously not going to be able to see it tonight. Mount Stewart, 12,205. Lawson Peak, 13,140. Kauai Queen, 13,382. Sorry, a little far away there. Black Kauai is 13,765. You cannot see Mount Whitney from here, which is the obviously the tallest mountain. But you've got Lippincott Mountain at 12,260, and it's really neat. Trying to see on the sign. Anyway, so here's an animal that lives up here. It says pikas live high in the alpine zone. Now the alpine zone is above 9,000 feet. The foothill range is from sea level to 5,000 feet. The mountain range is from 5,001 to 9,000 feet, and the alpine range is above 9,000 feet. So, but this is one of the little critters that lives in there. It says, pikas live high in the alpine zone. This cousin of the rabbit survives only where it's cool. Increasing heat drives animals to seek higher ground. Life already... Sorry, I lost my place. Life already on the highest peaks has just one option: move north, if it can. We still have time to make choices that limit risk to loss from climate change. And if you go to my very first video on Sequoia National Park, it's a very long video, but it shows the daytime shot of Morro Rock and all the haze that's out here. And it's not haze, it's ozone. And, I don't want to get political, but it's the first time I'd ever seen the true effects of global warming. And the die-off of the trees up here is exponential. It's really high. So I'm going to turn this light off. We got the moon up there. And again, if the camera will pick it up. See if I can zoom in a bit here. Is the Tulare Valley or Tulare County. It's just awesome up here. We're at, like I said, 6,725 feet. we in 330 steps climbed basically 300 feet. So it's a relatively steep climb. It's very short, and but it's just amazing up here. Um, you know, the view of the valley is awesome, and it actually sounds like there are somebody that are beyond the guardrail here. But if I come this way, you can't see the peaks, unfortunately. It's too dark, and I can't do a time lapse on this. But this was our night hike up Morro Rock, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is the first time I've done a night hike up here. I've come up here during the day quite often, and it's pretty awesome. But doing the night hike was really something different, because the shadows of the rock and the the mountains up here is just, it's amazing. So again, be safe, be professional, keep it real. When you're in these beautiful parks, tread lightly, stay on marked paths, don't make your own path, don't leave a footprint in the park. Let the parks leave a footprint in your heart and the hearts of generations to come. If you pack it in, pack it out. Me by moonlight. Thank you for stopping by, and until next time, I wish you all the best of health.